So that's why it's called a spread strategy. More strictly, it's called a vertical spread. So my first vertical spread is called the bull spread. Now in the bull spread, I buy a call option at a lower strike price K1, and I sell a call option at a higher strike price K2. Now let's see, this kind of strategy will make us money how. Which of these calls will have a higher premium? The call at the lower strike price will have the higher premium because the probability of it being in the money is much higher. Any price above K1 and I'll be in the money. So I'll obviously pay a higher premium, or the seller will charge me a higher price for selling me this option. So let's say this is the payoff. This will be a 45-degree line. So let's say this is the payoff on the first call option. My second call option will have a relatively lower premium because it is at a higher strike price. I am long a call at K1. I am short a call at K2. So what will be the payoff for the short call? I will enjoy my premium, which will be lower than K1. But if the spot price goes above K2, I will have a loss which can extend up to an infinite. So let's see how the combined payoff will look like at the strategy. If the stock price remains less than K1, that means none of the options come into play. Call option will come into play only if the spot is greater than the strike. So which means my loss will be equal to the premium on the first call minus the premium on the second call which I have shorted. So somewhere around this much will be my loss till the point of K1. As the spot moves above K1, for every 1 unit increase, I have a 1 unit gain. So up till the price of K2, my option K2 will come into play only when the spot goes above K2. So over and above K1, for every 1 unit increase, my option K1 which I was long, which I bought, comes into play. So I will have a profit, which will keep extending along a 45-degree line because for every 1 unit increase, I have a 1 unit profit. However, as soon as I reach the point K2, any further increase will definitely cause more profit on my first option K1, which I was long. But now the second option, which I was short, will also come into play. The buyer of this option is going to come to me and he's going to buy the stock from me at K2. I have to buy it from the market at a much higher price. So for every further unit of increase, I will have a 1 unit loss on my second option, which I was short. So any further increase in price, the benefit that I am receiving from my first option is going to be cut off or undone by the loss on my second option. So this dotted line that you see will be the payoff on your bull spread. Now, this strategy is called a bull spread because it makes money as the stock market rises or as the stock goes up. It loses money as the stock comes down. However, both my maximum loss as well as my maximum profit are capped. A converse strategy would be the bear spread. Now in bear spread, I short a call option at a lower strike price and I long a call option at a higher strike price. So the premium will be higher for the first. Now a converse strategy is called the bear spread, wherein I short a call option at a lower strike price and long a call option at a higher strike price. So let's see what the payoff. Again, my call with a lower strike will have a higher premium because it has a higher probability of exercise, whereas my call with a higher strike will have a lower premium because it has a lower probability of exercise. this will be my payoff on the call option that I'm short. This will be a lower premium. This will be the premium, this will be the payoff on the call option that I have. So I'm short a call at K1, I am long a call at K2. Okay. So these are my two individual profiles. Let's try to combine the two payoffs. Now again, if the spot is lower than K1 or K2, if it's lower than K1, none of my options come into play. My payoff is just equal to the difference of the premium. So I'm receiving more premium and paying less, so I will net receive a premium equal to the difference of the two call options. However, as the spot price keeps going higher, the first call which I was short will start coming in the money. For every 1 unit increase hereafter will mean a 1 unit loss for me. Every 1 unit increase means the holder of this call option is going to exercise this option and is going to buy the stock from me at K1. I will have to buy it from the market at a higher price, which is the spot price, so I will have corresponding loss. This will carry on till the point K2, because up till K2 the option K2 the option that I am long is worthless, because this will come into play only if the spot goes above K. As the spot price moves above K2, I will not still keep on making this loss that I am making on the option that I am short. The loss can go to infinite if the stock moves up to a value of infinity. However, the option that I was long will now start coming in the money. So every subsequent price increase, the additional loss that I am making will be made up for by the additional profit that I am having on my second call which I was long. So my payoff will flatten out. And this is how it will look like. The strategy is called a bear spread, because as you can see, this strategy is coming in the money or making money as the market is falling. As the market rises, it loses money. So it's a bearish strategy. So I make money when the market falls. Both these spreads, bear spreads and bull spreads, can be created by using put options as well. You try to do that whenever you have free time. Use put options and try to create both the strategies. The curve, the payoff profile should be exactly similar. One last spread or one last option strategy we'll study and call it off. It's called the butterfly spread. Now, in a butterfly spread, I use 4 options. So, I long a call option at a lower strike price K1. I long a call option at a very high strike price K3. And I short 2 call options at a medium strike price of K2. So, I long a call option. This will have the option K1 will have the highest premium. The option K2 will have a premium lower than K1, and K3 will have the lowest premium because it is the highest strike. So for my option that I am long, so long K1, short 2 at K2, and long K3. So for K1, this is how we just always try to make these lines and just make some effort to make it a 45-degree line. It will make drawing the graph somewhat easier. So this will be the payoff on my first option K1. On the 2 short options, I will have, this is the premium for the first, the premium on the second. So I will receive this premium as long as the spot is less than K2. For every 1 unit increase hereafter, I will have 2 units of loss. So it will not be 45, it will be a much steeper line because I am shorting 2 options. So every 1 unit increase thereafter means 2 units of loss. So it will be a much steeper curve down. Again, for my final option K3, you have the lowest premium, and it's my standard long call, so the 45-degree line. Now, let's try to combine the 3 payoffs. If I remain less than K1, K2, K3, if my spot or my stock eventually ends up somewhere here, that means none of my options are going to come into play. That means my net overall payoff is just going to be a difference in the premiums. So let's say this red line or this distance is a difference in the premiums. As my stock goes above K1, my options on K2 and K3 are still worthless. They don't come into play. But the option which I'm long on K1 will start coming in the money. So I will, for every 1 unit increase subsequent to this, I will start making a unit of profit. So by 45-degree line, I'll keep going up. This will happen till the time I reach K2. As soon as I reach K2, I've short 2 call options here. So I'm still going to be making profit on my K1 which I was long to the extent that the spot is higher than the strike. But because my first option comes into play, I lose all the benefit. I lose all the benefit that I'm getting from my earlier option. And because my second option comes into play, I'm going to start making a loss given by this 45-degree line. This will continue till the time I reach K3. Okay, so this is a much steeper line than 45 degree, this line. This line is going to be exactly a 45 degree line because one option makes up for this profit. The second option that I'm short causes a loss as the spot goes up. Once I hit K3, once I reach K3, I'm still making a loss. This option is making a profit which is getting cancelled by one of these options. The second option that I've shorted is causing a loss along this 45-degree line. This loss is going to be flattened out or undone by the profit that I'll be making on the third call which I'm long. So if the spot is above K3, K2 and K1, my loss still gets flattened out or it still gets capped by this. So this is called a butterfly spread. Sorry. This will be called a butterfly spread. So this is just a little bit about option strategies and the various payoffs that you can create depending on what your view on the market is or what kind of a risk return profile you want to create for your portfolio. And I think that's what we're going to end this session with. So thank you. Thanks a lot.